This video is sponsored by EVBase. Hey guys, Moshe the Electric Israeli is here. Thank you for watching. Give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe and help me change the world one electric car at a time. If you're in the market to buy a Tesla car, please use my referral code. There's a lot of talk about, now that Trump is the president of the United States, there's a lot of talk of what's going to happen to the EV industry. Now, JP Morgan today predicts that Tesla income, revenues and profits going to go down 40% in the next few years, maybe next year, because of the Trump administration. We know that since Trump got elected in November, Tesla stock went up by like 100 something percent. I don't care about that. Meaning, of course I care. I own Tesla stock, but it doesn't mean what's going to happen to Tesla in the future in terms of car sales. It has to do with a lot of things have to do with autonomy. But that's not the subject. The subject is not only Tesla, the auto industry, the electric car auto industry went up a little bit in 2025, up to 8.5% of market share. Tesla overall went down by percent or so in terms of the sales, that we know. But also the adaptation was not so fast, is not so fast as it is, for example, in China. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me just tell you this. So Trump in the inauguration said we're going to cancel the Green New Deal, which is, by the way, called the IRA, Inflation Reduction Act. The bottom of it is two things, and they are very important. The federal tax incentive, point of sale, up to $7,500, which is a big, huge deal. Meaning, if you don't have it tomorrow, the price just went up by $7,500. So that's number one, for those who want to buy electric cars. And also has to do with batteries and battery production and battery manufacture. There's incentives there as well. And as you know, the battery is the heart and soul of the car. So first of all, for Trump to cancel those it's a law. These incentives, you have to have Congress, and things go very slowly there. Now, Elon Musk back then said he doesn't believe in incentives for electric cars. By the way, there's also incentive to build charging stations. Okay. Now, I don't think the government should be in the business of building gas station. So why charging station? But because if you want to make a revolution, you need to give some kind of incentives. So it is a catch-22. I'm going to give you a twist in a minute. Please stay with me. It's very, very important. It will hurt for sure the sales of electric cars. Now, there is a race to the bottom in terms of price reductions, especially abroad, especially in China, which Tesla, by the way, started it. Okay, efficiency, and trying to squeeze every single penny out of production. And Tesla is very good at it. The new Tesla Model Y, which was a very efficient car to produce already, got even more efficient to produce. Cancellation of 70 parts in one cast. Okay, so it will force companies to be more efficient so they can be somehow profitable. But it is very possible that margins will go down to the slimmest of all, and maybe companies will have to just give up or say, you know what, we are not doing electric cars at all, we're going back to gasoline cars and all that. Now, I can see cancellation of incentive for this if there's cancellation for oil companies as well, for subsidies for oil companies. I'd like to see both and have really a fair competition, okay? Because if it's not fair, then it's not fair. But it can really, really affect. I don't think it's going to happen this fast, but it can certainly happen, and it can create a tremendous amount of chaos in the EV market in the United States. Now, let me just tell you something that is going to cause a lot of dilemma here. The world is going electric because China decided that the world is going electric. China is over 50% in electrification, and by 2030, only electric cars will be sold in China, or cars with a big battery in them, a la plug-in hybrids. And in Europe And so if the United States chooses to be behind and to go back to 20th century technologies of gasoline cars, United States can do that. But I can tell you, those companies who went halfway, legacy automakers in the United States and in Europe, decided to go halfway. Those companies who did not burn all the ships before they went to land and said, we have to win because we have nowhere to go back. Okay, if they're not going to do it, they're going to collapse because the world is going electric. Now, there's also another twist. States can do whatever they want. Okay, California, which is the biggest, the fourth or fifth biggest economy in the world, okay, with all its trouble, okay, it's very much in favor of electrification, okay, and there's incentives that they have, and they can decide that they don't feel like selling electric cars in their state. In other words, it's not so simple, yeah, I'm going to cancel everything and all that. That's all China does. Pumping money into batteries, into electric cars, into solar panels, and if the United States, a la Donald Trump, is going to decide to give this up, okay, let's give it up. I'm going to give it up and see what happens. I'm not sure it's a wise idea, because if only the United States was doing it, I can see the point. But it's not only the United States. Man, it's not only the United States. It is a huge deal for the rest of the world. Nobody will buy American cars abroad. As is, they are getting kicked out of China if they are not electric. Teslas, they produce in Europe and in China and in the United States, of course. But everybody else? So you can say, Trump, okay, I'm going to cancel all the incentives and no more battery incentives and all that. That's okay. And Ford and GM will be happy to go back to their gaslers and sell them in the United States. But you have a whole world out there, 65, 70 million cars a year market that you're going to forfeit. I'm not sure that you want to do that. Okay, so that's not so cut and dry. All right? Very interesting. Thank you guys for watching.